What's going on, Sofa Squad? If you'd like to know what I think are some of the very best perks in this game, both damage perks and helpful perks, then stay tuned. That's coming up next.
Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Whee.
Welcome back, all you guys and girls. So yeah, there's some things in this game that actually help you to absolutely dominate, whereas others aren't quite as helpful. So what are some of the best perks in the game? Let's have a little look, shall we? So if you come over to here and you press X, it's going to show us all of the perks in the game. Now, as you can see, you can skip through all of them and just check them out so that you could work out what you really want in your build. This is really helpful for trying to basically work out what kind of a character you are after. There are some perks in this game that are absolutely devastating, and there are others that, to be perfectly honest, aren't that helpful. Here's going to be my list of perks that I think you pretty much should have in your builds and that will help you very, very much on all of the kind of difficulties in the game. Right, so these won't be in any particular order as such, and obviously it's down to preference, so if you don't like these or they don't fit in your build, don't worry too much. It's just ones that I'm going to recommend that probably having them will actually help you a lot. So we'll go through the ones that aren't necessarily the damage type ones as such, and first off we'll go with this one right here. Make sure you have a leader in your team. Someone who has leadership up quite high is really, really good. They can make your team destroy everything in one turn, or two if you're unfortunate. This right here is probably an absolute must on anyone that you want to be your leader. Rally. Provide 2 AP bonus to allies in a radius around you. That's boosted by your leadership and I believe your charisma. I can't 100% remember, but I believe it might be charisma as well. But you want to put this in your build, you want this on your leader, you want this in your team. And every single character on your team will have an extra 2 AP. It's massive, it's game changing. Put this in your build somewhere. Just over here we have Animal Whisperer. And this one's a bit strange because you wouldn't think Animal Whisperer would actually be anything to write home about as such. However, if you come to the last one, just here, Vengeful Bond. If your animal companion drops to 25% con or health, gain 50% critical chance and plus 2 AP. This right here, on the right build, can absolutely make you massacre every single enemy. Say for example you had this on a build that had the quickfire mag on and you've already used your rally and you've got, say for example, serial killer on. You have ridiculous AP. You will kill so many enemies on 1 or 2 turns that it will pretty much be over. This is really, really good, and it's something you may not have thought of because, to be perfectly honest, it's kind of out there, isn't it? You don't really think anything on the Animal Whisperer tree is going to help you this much, but it helps your character ridiculously so, and you have 50% crit chance. Massive, well worth it. Grab this on one of your characters. Now, just down here, and I really like both of these, so I'm going to name both of them. Mechanics kind of goes hand in hand. Bonus damage to robots and vehicles 20%. Really good. Ups your overall damage. Makes you massacre anything that is kind of a mechanical creature. Just over here, deployables. Deployables gain 25% health and deal 25% damage. Really good. If you're going to have a mechanic that's going to be chucking out turrets or anything along those lines, grab these two straight off the bat. Just down here for survival, this one is good. It's not the best in the game, but it is still quite good, and that is bonus damage to animals and bonus damage to mutants, 20%. It is well worth having. Just over here on Toaster Repair, if you are going to put something in your team that is going to be a flamer or something along the lines of using fire in some way, you're probably going to want this on your build. Toaster Repair 7, fire damage 25%. It kind of just does the job. And down here, if you have a little look, sneak attack damage 200% on sneaky stuff. That is ridiculously huge. If you're using that to initiate on either your rockets or your sniper, whatever you're going for is almost definitely dead. Chuck this on your build for whoever you want to initiate, and that will definitely be game changing for you. Now I'm going to go on to a couple that I would recommend for your weapons. Now, automatic weapons, just down here, I would honestly say mainly SMG. They seem to do the job better, and that's these two just here. They kind of go hand in hand. They make SMGs really overpowered. Get your hands on Stormer. If you move more than 5 spaces, your next submachine gun attack costs no AP once per turn. That's ridiculously powerful. And just over here, killing an enemy with an automatic weapon gives plus 3 AP once per turn. Put these two on your SMG guy with serial killer and go to town. Just down here on big guns, and this can be really devastating on some of those LMGs, and that is increase the firing arc of heavy machine guns and flamethrowers by 35%. It's really good. It can help you get those additional kills. I don't think it's as good as some of the other perks out there, but it is still massive. If you're using big guns, you'll probably want to get this. Just down here on small arms, and this is really good. If you have a little look, your first attack after reloading an empty weapon costs no AP. That can mean the difference between shooting or not shooting in some circumstances. So that's draw on the small arms category, and I would say that is very good, and it's something that not a lot of people really tend to worry about or put into their build, but it is very helpful. Just down here, and you've got chain ambush. Now, I would never have recommended this a week ago, as me recommended this would pretty much be the same as me saying, right, I want you to restart your game because your game's going to break. But apparently now they're fixing it, or have fixed it, so chuck that on your build. I believe if you're watching this as the time of I'm kind of saying it, then it's not fixed on console yet, but it is fixed on PC. Chain ambush, put it in your build, chuck a sniper on to ambush, and they should massacre everything that moves on the next turn as long as they have bullets in their mag. Now finally, to finish off, I'm going to go with all 3 of these perks down here, and that's going to be on the explosives perks, and that is right here, Mortar Blast. The reason you want this, it doesn't actually consume ammo. I've said it 1,000 times over. It's overpowered, it's crazy. You can use it with your Nuka-Zuka, you can use it with your Javelin, it doesn't matter, it's not going to consume ammo. Chuck it on your build, especially if you've got an explosive guy. Just over here, high impact, if you have a little look, pretty much tells you exactly why you want this. Targets directly hit by rockets or grenades are automatically crits. There's no need to say any more, that's going to be on your explosive build. And finally, blast radius. Radius of grenades and other area effect abilities increased by 40%. Area effect abilities, well worth it. You want this on your build as well for your explosive guy. Right guys and girls, that's pretty much the main talents that I can think of, or perks as such, that I put on my builds that I find actually really help me in nigh on most situations. Definitely try some of them out, and if you haven't actually got any of them in your build or have missed some of them, let me know what you think, or if you're using completely different ones, drop a comment and tell me any that you think I may have missed out. But as always, I hope this helps you a little bit on your wasteland adventures, and if you like the content, then why not hit that thumbs up button, as it really helps the channel, and why not hit that subscribe and bell icon if you'd like to become part of the Sofa Squad for all things Xbox and soon Xbox Series X. As always guys and girls, take care, I'll see you on next day.